Assalamu alaikum and good evening to everybody who is joining us today for another exciting alumni stories. As you all know that a lot of the sessions that take place on our live webinars are also with TMUC alumni. वो स्टूडेंट्स जो कि हमारे से डिफरेंट प्रोग्राम्स पढ़ के हमारे डिफरेंट कैंपसेस से डिफरेंट प्रोग्राम्स पढ़ के they are now placed at good positions. What does their career path look like? Why did they choose a particular qualification to study with TMUC is what we do in these sessions. So if you are also a TMUC alumni and you're interested in sharing your story with the rest of the world, please feel free to join in. You can reach out to us on any of our social media pages. Currently, we are live today with Isha Aqeel, who is our alumni, and I'll be making her introductions very soon. But in order to make these discussions and these live sessions more engaging and more vibrant, I would encourage that if you would engage with us either on our LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter or our YouTube channel, you can do so. All right. So we have today Isha Aqeel with us, like I said, from TMUC Lahore. She did her qualification in art and design from there, and we'll learn more about her. All right. Hello, Isha. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum assalam. I'm good. I hope you're good too.
Yes, we are very well, and we are very excited to actually have you here as our speaker, as our alumni. So, मुझे ये बताएं ईशा कि हम ये थोड़ा सा interactive सा एक session लेंगे. We'll ask about your story. Can you tell us which degree, which qualification did you study at TMUC?
Yeah, sure. I'm also very excited to share my story with everyone. So, my name is Isha Aqeel. I have completed my HND in Fashion and Textiles from TMUC Lahore. So, I was graduated in 2021 and now I'm working at Republic Women's as a fashion designer. I'm a print designer and I have completed my first fashion collection at Republic and now I'm working on my second collection. Yes.
Excellent. तो क्या थी story behind, कि why did you pick up this particular degree? What was it's a very unusual degree, ना? लड़कियां
Yeah.
generally वो कहती हैं doctors बनेंगे या accountants बनेंगे. Why did you pick up this particular
Okay,
qualification?
so I think this is one of the most interesting question of the session. So let's start from the question that why I wanted to become a designer. So the first part of the story is that I was a very creative person from my childhood. I always used to engage myself in different art projects, science projects, plus and my different school projects as well. So once there was a art competition at Marie Art Council, Sir Esamora, who is the ambassador of Japan, was also there. So I participated at that competition and I was also awarded with the third position over there. So this is the one part of the story. So let's discuss the very important part of the story is why I am a fashion designer. So when a student completes his metric, his inter, and there is a time to decide their career path. So there is always a very important question that what is the best field to choose and the field I'm choosing, is it good for me? I will be able to fulfill my needs or this is something that I am interested in. So if I talk about my society, there is a very big concept to become a doctor or to become an engineer or to join a business field, right? So becoming a doctor, an engineer, or a teacher is highly appreciated in our society. And the student, when they come to choose their field, they always think, okay, I'll become a doctor, I'll become an engineer, and I'll have a bright future. Whereas if we talk about the art and design department, a student can never think to choose themselves to become a designer or an artist. They feel like, no, we cannot make a bright future by choosing this field. So basically, I wanted to break that barrier that only becoming a doctor or an engineer or any other field is not praised, should not be praised, or should not be appreciated. So if I'm a designer, I feel proud of myself. So this is our society who just appreciate the students going towards engineering, sciences, or to become a doctor.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah.
And I like what you're saying, Isha, that बिल्कुल नॉन कन्वेंशनल जो थोड़े से करियर्स
Yeah,
होते हैं, जिस तरह the one that you picked.
exactly.
It was it
Yeah,
was
so they
it was
think,
perhaps a passion for you, and you wanted to,
yeah,
study this, and that is why, you enjoyed it also, right?
yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, go ahead.
So students think if they will choose a art or design field, the society will say, okay, maybe he or she is lazy, maybe he
Hmm.
or she is not interested to study, maybe she is
Yeah.
not hardworking, maybe she don't
Hmm.
want to study,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
maybe she's the one who wants just to complete her studies to get this art and design degree. Maybe it will be completed very soon, or maybe I don't have to study for it. No, this concept is wrong. This is
Hmm.
totally a wrong concept. The
Hmm.
students who come to pick their career as an art and design student, they are very creative. I have
Absolutely.
seen many students who have done a scored a very good grades in their SSC, their A levels. So their parents say, no, don't go for art and design. You are very intelligent. Go for
Hmm.
engineering.
Yeah.
Go for a
But
doctor.
this is
Yeah,
very good. This is very good because a lot of the art and design students that we have also spoken about, with, and they always, they're working with at such good places with such nice designers. A lot of
yeah,
them have also set up their own brands. So मुझे ये बताएं कि you are currently working with the Republic
yeah.
Womenswear.
Republic
So
Womenswear. Yeah,
how did you land that job? पहले आपने internship की, फिर आपने
yeah.
job की. कैसे? What was your journey like?
Okay, so I would like to explain my journey. My whole journey from my studies was a journey of struggle for me. It was a journey from a student to a teacher, then from a teacher to an entrepreneur, then from an entrepreneur to an intern, then from an intern to a designer.
एक्सेलेंट। अच्छा, तो बारी बारी पे बताएं कि एज अ
Okay,
स्टूडेंट
so
वो
let's,
टीचर कैसे बने।
yeah. So I'll start my story from a student. In 2018 August, I enrolled in TMUC Barrier Spring Campus. I completed my 2 semesters over there. Then I was shifted to Lahore. So when I was shifted to Lahore, I was unable to pursue my studies due to some financial problems. So when I was shifted to Lahore, then I started teaching at American Lyceum School Lahore as an art and Islamic teacher. So I continued that for 6 months. Then again, I was back to TMUC to complete my remaining semesters. So from there, I completed my remaining 2 semesters. Plus, I started an online business with Oriflame. And within the next 6 months, I scored a manager position over there. So currently, I'm also manager at Oriflame. So again, when I completed my HND, like after graduated from HND, I completed my HND from TMUC Lahore. I was graduated. So I started my internship at Republic Womenswear. So my that journey was really an interesting part of my life. I explored a lot. I learned a lot. So during my internship, I created my first 3 designs and press. So that was approved and highly appreciated by CEO of Republic Womenswear.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, it was my 2 month internship. I started my internship at in June 2020, and I was offered a job after 2 to 3 months, and my job was started in September 2021.
2021, great। अब ये
Yeah,
देखिए ना, this is something that we need to talk about. We need to speak to,
yeah,
inspiring students like yourself, and you were a student, then it was an inspiration for you as well, that एक डिग्री के साथ अगर हम कहते हैं कि एक ही करियर पाथ है, like for example, with a lot
yeah,
of degrees, students also think and parents also think that it's just one degree, it's just one program।
yeah.
आप एक ही फील्ड में फिर जाके काम कर सकते हैं। आर्ट एंड डिजाइन के लोगों को, ग्रेजुएट्स को भी ये लगता है कि ओके, दे आइदर हैव टू सेट अप देयर ओन ब्रांड्स or work with another brand, right? But
It
in
is,
your case, there are so many different
yeah,
things that you can also pursue. There's so many different fields within the art and design domain that you can also pursue. So मुझे ये बताएं
exactly.
कि what do you enjoy the most? Do you enjoy designing more? Do you design textiles? Do you like working with textures? What do you enjoy doing?
Okay, so as you know that Republic Women's wear mostly prefer embroideries. I love playing around with colors. I love playing around to experiment different textile techniques. I love to experiment different embroideries. So
Mm-hmm.
as you know that we think is everything is this is all very easy process. This is not easy, but this is very interesting process. As
Yeah.
you know, the field of art and design is all about creating.
Hmm.
It is all about beautifying things. It's a fashion itself means to beautify things.
Yeah.
So I love experimenting with different colors. I
Hmm.
love experimenting with different fabrics. I love to do experiment with different embroidery, different cut lines, each and everything. Like this all combinedly make a beautiful path for me. So if I talk about my journey when I joined Republic, like within the next 3 to 4 months, I was given my own category, basic trade. I'm designing casual trade at Republic. And within the next 2 months, I completed my very first fashion collection and it was successfully, and it's gone very successfully. Like my
Hmm.
whole fashion collection got out of stock after 30 minutes of the launch. So
Mm, excellent.
that
And
was
is
a
that
big, yeah.
that was a big achievement? Yes, absolutely. Oops, I think the internet is not working, but exactly the kind of discussion that we are having with Isha right now is we'll just wait for her to get back. But ये चीज एक बहुत important चीज है, especially now at this time in your career paths when you're giving exams, especially if there are any A level graduates, if there's any FSCK graduates about to graduate, or their parents who are listening to us. It's important that if your child has any kind of creative inclination and they want to follow a particular career path, then we should give them the liberty to actually also explore that career path. So great, Isha is back. Isha,
Yes, I'm back.
I was talking about how you're saying that the collections are sold out as well. तो कुछ फैशन ट्रेंड्स की थोड़ा बात करते हैं. अभी ईद है हफ्ते बाद. Let us take some expert advice from our alumni as well. What do you think? Do fashion trends also change from cities to cities? अब आप भी move की हो from Rawalpindi to Lahore. Do you also see like a change in trends and change in customers' demands as well?
Yes, I have seen it really depends. Fashion varies from city to city. Even fashion varies from area to area as well. If we talk about Lahore, there are many fashion headquarters at Lahore. There are many major fashion design houses at Lahore. So the fashion in Lahore comes very quick. So people like to wear as a formal, as if I compare semi-formal. So just because we are many design houses at, so the fashion is fashion for.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of a network problem, but what Isha is trying to say is that fashions do keep changing from cities to cities, and the customer demands also keep changing from city to city.
Can
We're
you hear
just trying to get Isha back. Yes, Isha,
me?
we can hear you now.
I think
Your internet is a little bit bad, but we can hear you. Can you hear us? Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, I think the internet is acting up a little bit. But as I was telling you about that, when we're creating and we're taking decisions, especially with regards to a career choice, I'd just like to tell you that out of the 6 campuses of TMUC all across the country, We have the art and design. We have a school of art and design as well, in which there are various different qualifications that we offer. Since we are entering into the summer times, the June and July 2 months, I would strongly recommend for those of you who have a passion to explore a career in art and design, you should also be looking at these summer courses that we'll be planning across our various different campuses. And you can stay tuned to our social media pages, and we would have all the information, all the details that we want. All right, Isha, since internet is acting up, I'm going to ask
Yeah.
you the last question. Can do you have any advice for students who are right now studying and they want to pursue a career in art and design? Do you have any advice for people who are aspiring to be fashion designers or aspiring to run their own brands? What should they be doing?
Yes, I have a very good advice for them. First of all, you have to be motivated. So, what are you choosing? You have to be passionate about your work, and don't miss any opportunity at your life. If your life is giving you any opportunity to work, any opportunity to come forward, don't miss your opportunity. If you are a fashion student, don't only think the what you are studying is everything. Explore yourself, as this field is all about making yourself, exploring yourself, and it is all about finding yourself. So if you get a chance to do internship anywhere, or you get a chance to have an online
Mhm.
courses, or if you get a
Yeah.
chance to have your summer courses related to your field, explore. Fashion
Mm.
and creative, it is all about exploring yourself. It doesn't mean
Absolutely.
how much degree have you done, how much degree have you completed, how much books are you reading. It is all about exploring. Just because fashion, we cannot talk that fashion.
Yeah. Oops. All right. I think internet is really, really not in our favor today, and we are facing difficulties. But very good advice from Isha that she shared, that use these opportunities, use the opportunities, especially during the summer months, to look for internship opportunities, and whatever opportunity you are getting. Especially if you want to pursue a career in art and design, you should be, just giving it a shot, because that's a learning curve for you. Thank you so much, Isha. I know you're not on the call, but not on the live anymore, but you'd be listening to this later on. Thank you for your time. Thank you for taking out your time and speaking to our audiences today. We'd be back next week after the Eid break, and we would have another set of alumni stories that we will be sharing with you. For those of you who will be celebrating Eid ul Fitr next week, from all of us at TMUC, we wish you a very happy Eid and a very blessed Eid with all your family and your loved ones. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining.